Hey guys, Rivera here, and today I had told you that I would discuss an article that I saw a couple weeks back. I was getting ready to board a plane, and I saw this article that was titled, "No, I Don't Have to Tell You I'm Trans Before Dating You." A lot of times people ask me why I even care about this stuff, and the thing is, I've had trans friends my entire adult life. All the way back to MySpace days, I had posted about how I want to one day be able to help the trans community. And I think this is a good time to step in and help a little more just because there's a lot of really bad advice going on. And I know some people, no matter how gingerly you try to put this, will act like you're transphobic, but constantly telling people they're transphobic for asking questions is not going to help your cause. Actually, what it's going to do is it's going to further alienate you from people and make people not really want to deal with you, which, as far as I know, isn't where the trans community wants to be. The trans community wants more sympathy. The trans community wants more support. The trans community wants more visibility. These are the things I always hear online that the trans community wants. The trans community also is concerned with safety. So if all of these things are genuinely a concern for you, then you need to do everything you can to make sure you help out the situation and somewhat facilitate a healthy relationship with the outside world. The trans girls I always knew were absolutely beautiful, but it had thousands and thousands of dollars worth of work done to them, not to mention what they spent on hormones and just in general what it cost to be a woman. So, the girls I knew were always upfront with guys from the beginning because they didn't want to take a chance of something going wrong and they end up getting beat up, and now all of that work they have done or whatever damage they're going to have done, they're going to have fixed and pay for. And so the girls I knew were just upfront, and usually guys had some idea but were still interested or curious, and so that would be handled on a case by case depending on how hot the guy was. That's the way the girls I knew did it. Nowadays, I don't really know what people are thinking. Like, if you're trying to say that you want to build a relationship on more than sex, then I can understand that and I can respect that too. But at the same time, if you're building a relationship and starting from a dishonest place, how can you expect that person to really trust you? How can you expect that person to feel like they're starting off on an honest note when you're being dishonest about something that to some people is very important? Now, I know not everybody agrees with this, and I'm not saying everybody has to agree with it, but as far as that goes, there are some men that think that if they have sex with a trans person, that that now means they're gay. Well, now you're forcing that person to confront something that maybe they never had in mind before. Maybe they're genuinely not gay. Maybe they really did think you were a woman. And I just don't think that it's a smart way to do things. I think it's a way to get yourself in some potentially really bad situations. There's just nothing wrong with respecting people. There's nothing wrong with letting people make that decision and know what it is they're getting into. And I remember a lot of the girls that I hung out with also dealt with some men that treated them like it was a fetish. I know that that's something that a lot of girls dealt with. And I know that sometimes it would be hard for them to find an actual relationship. But with the world progressing the way it is and the opportunities we have to mainstream LGBT, which obviously includes trans, now would be a good time to say, no, I don't want to be a secret. I don't want to be your secret. I don't want to be my secret. I just want to be open about who it is I am, and I want to be able to go into a relationship with a partner that actually knows what it is I am and what it is they're getting into, and then we move on from there. And I'm not saying that it's easy for you to come out. I'm not saying it's easy for a trans person to tell a person, especially somebody that they're interested in, that they're actually trans. I'm sure that does, for some people, take them back, but that doesn't mean that the way to handle it is by not telling them and being dishonest about it. You know, the same way you want people to respect you and how it is you identify and what you would prefer when it comes to sex is the same way that you need to respect other people and just be honest with them and let them know what it is they're getting into. And, you know, just on a personal level, if you really love yourself and you're really proud of what you are and who you are, you can be 100% honest with people and let people see what that is. And you will find a quality person a quality person that loves you for who you are, fully accepts you for who you are, and doesn't want you to be a secret. It's completely possible, and I know a lot of girls that have done that, person to person. I know girls and guys that have done that. So, when you're living your truth, make sure you allow other people to live their truth as well.